Hey, what's going on? Matthew Taming here. I hope that you're having a wonderful, magnificent, and incredible day. You know, I get a lot of emails from people asking me what extension do I recommend or what extension do I use to build, working different projects, my own projects. And so what I'm going to start to do is I am going to start reviewing and demoing the extensions that I've used that I recommend for you to add on to your collection. One of the great things about Joomla is that you can be able to build just about anything once you understand how extensions work. So let's get started here now. I am using this extension. I'm going to demo this called Stack Ideas. It's called Easysocial. It's a full-fledged social networking extension that allows anyone to be able to build a website like Facebook. So let me click login here. So for anyone that's been around the internet for a while, social network, social media sites are real popular, and Facebook, of course, we all know that. But to be able to build a website exactly like Facebook, you got to have so much money, and if you don't have that, well, this is a great starting point for you. So I want to give you some of the core features here. I'm not going to be able to go through every single thing here because there's just so much. So this is the front end, and then you have the back end of it. So let's go over first to when you log in, you have a lot of things that you can do here. So you click on here. You get this drop down. It is going to show you your profile, your account. You can change your profile, you can edit, you can request verification, you can manage. So let's go over to your profile. You can be able to change this cover here. I'm going to click to update. You can choose from photos. So all the photos that you have, let's say that I wanted to change this one here. I can choose that photo, select, and it's going to change the photo to that one. So just choose this one here, for example. And I can choose, let's say I want this one here, and I can choose select. So now you notice that it's changed the cover photo. I can do the same thing too, update photo. I can choose from photos. I'm going to choose, you can choose on splash, you can choose a bunch of different options. So I am going to choose this one right here, and then click select. And then you can kind of crop the avatar, crop it. So now I've changed that there. And so you can come over and you can post updates. Let's say I want to post an update about my trip. So when you do that, you have the option to click on this drop down here. You can choose your permission settings. Is this post going to be for everyone, registered users, your friends, only you, or do you want to have something custom? For now, I'm just going to leave this at just everyone. And once you're done, you just click on share. So now I've automatically just shared my trip here. People can be able to post status. You can be able to share photos. So if you have a photo, if you want to share a video, you can do that as well. Now with a video, all you would have to do is you would just have to grab a link from YouTube and just put it there. So let me just show you that here. So let's say you want to post a status about a video. So I'm just going to come right here, and I grabbed a link from YouTube, and I'm just going to paste it here. And once you do that, it's going to automatically, this is a tutorial that I did with my other channel, teach people how to use ZBrush. So once I want to do that, you can choose the category, and I am going to just leave this at gaming, for example, and I click share. So now it's going to automatically just pull all that information from YouTube, and it post it right on your channel or on your page right here, so other people can be able to see. I can choose to share this via social. I can choose Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all those other sites, and then you can also do a broadcast. You can do that here. You can do create an event. I'm gonna take a look at just a minute, but I just want to demo for you the incredible features that this thing has. That I've used it. I use it for clients' website, I use it for my own website, and it's really great. So once you've done that, this with the share. So let's go over now. Let's check out pages. Another popular thing on Facebook is the ability for you to create your own page. It's like a mini website within a website. So you can do the same thing here. So this is a page. So you want to create a new page, you click on new. Or matter of fact, let's just take a look at the pages that they've set up here. And you can create different things. You can let people know about your page. They can like, they can share. So let's go back over to pages, and I am going to show you if you want to be able to create them. So let's go back here to new. And by the way, when you create a social network, anyone that joins your website have the ability to be able to do this. So once you click on new, you have different categories. All these are categories that you can be able to change on the back end, which I'll show you in just a moment. So let's go over to general. For example, I wanted to create a group about general, or you can choose something else from here, and I can put the name here, Joomla group. I can put a permalink. A permalink is the link that people can go to. That's like your page name. So I'm just gonna put a Joomla group, or just put Joomla group. So it's gonna let you know if that's available or if it's not. So that page is available, and you can put here, this page is about Joomla stuff, and you can put as much as you want there. And then you scroll down, you page notifications. Do you want notifications from email, internal, or none? So I can leave it at both. The page type, do you want this page to be public, private, or invite on? I leave it at public. You can put the website here. I'm just going to put in my website, matthewtainment.com. You can have photos. I'm going to leave this enable photos, so people can be able to post photos, they can post videos, they can have announcement, and you can choose your page avatar right over here. Let me see what I have on this computer. So I'm just going to grab this, for example, and you can be able to change the background to whatever you want it to be. So I'm gonna grab the cover photo for this too. It's the same thing. So I'm just grabbing just different things now, but you can just show you what you can be able to do. And you want to enable discussions, audio feeds, files. So we just created a new page called Joomla group, and I'm going to click on submit. And so you have it here. Great, your page has been created successfully. So now this is the page that I just created. You can change your avatar, you can change different things here. People can join, you can invite people to join. So let's go over now to another feature called the groups. Groups work the same way as the pages. With a group, just like Facebook has groups where people can be able to create groups based on what they're passionate about. Well, it's the exact same thing here. You can be able to create a group about different things you're passionate about. The same thing, you go with new groups. You can create a group about technology. And by the way, the category section, as the site owner, you can be able to create different groups. So you can do the same thing as I just did there with the pages. Now let's go over to events. Okay, so let's create a new event. Let's go to meeting, and I'm gonna call this one Joomla meeting. And you can choose the permalink again, Joomla meeting. You can choose the date of the event. So this is really great too, because if you have an event for a specific date and you want to have a start time and an end time, you can do that, set that up as well. Is this an all-day event? If it's an all-day event, you enable this here, and it's going to make sure that it just said it's an all-day thing. So I leave it for that. And do you want it to be repeat? This is another key thing here. Let's say you have a website that you want to have a meeting once a week or a daily meeting, and you don't want to have to keep repeating this process every single time. Well, you can do that here. Okay, you can do that here. You can set this daily, monthly, or yearly. I've created websites for organizations, for example, that they have board meetings once a month. So all that I do here is just come monthly, and this is going to automatically just let people know about this every single month, so I don't have to keep doing it. So I'm just going to put in here Joomla meeting monthly. So let's go now to this event type, and let's say that I wanted to have this by a private event or invite on the public. So I'm gonna leave that at public. I put the website here. It's not required, but you can put it there. So I'm just gonna put this here, and let's go over to the event configurations. Allow maybe status. What this means is that people can say maybe I'm going, just like on Facebook where you have people say maybe they'll come, and then you have you're not going. You can enable that, and you can set the capacity. So if you have an event that you want just say 20 people, you want no more than 20 people for this event, you can set it to that. So photo albums, you can enable that. Announcements, you can enable that. And you can also have a detect my location. And you have enable avatar. You can upload avatar. You can also upload a cover photo. You can go through this here, the same thing as the pages. So now you get this message, created event successfully. So now we've created a meeting that other people can join. So let's go over to the videos, and you can build, you know, your own video platform just using this. So let's go over to add new video. I'll show you how to do that. It's the same process. You just grab a link. So if you go to new video, all you got to do is just choose the category. And once again, as the site owner, you can create as many categories as you need here. Let's go over to give the video title, and then you can choose to be able to add the link here from whatever, like Vimeo or YouTube and a few other platforms. So it's really easy for you to add a video. You can do the same thing too with the audio. You go to new audio, and as you can see, this thing is really powerful. You know, I use it for my own sites and for client sites. You can add your link here from Spotify or SoundCloud, and it's going to automatically propagate that for you. You can check your followers. All right, let's go here to the polls. Another great feature to have on a social media platform is polls, because there are times when you want to collect information about certain things from your users. So you can choose your poll title, Joomla poll, and then you can choose enter poll options. You can choose here what options do you want it to be. You can start with a new option, different option, option 1, extensions, option 2, videos, option 3, training. I'm just making those up, and you can allow for multiple choice. You can choose the date that this expire, and then you just click on create. But before you do that, once again, you can determine if this is for everyone, to register users, for my friends, only me, or for custom. And then you can be able to create it. So now we just create a poll, and people can be able to choose what they want. They can vote on it. So this is another really great feature that you want to have on your site. And then when you go to connect, it is going to show you the users that are on your site. So for those that are part of it, if they want to connect with other people, you know, make friends, network, and build, they can do so. And this thing, there is no limit as to how many users that you can have. So if you have a site that has, let's say, 300,000 users, it can take up to that. If you have a site that has 1 million, you know, you can take up to that. So this is really awesome. And you have the notification stuff here. Let's go with friends requests. So right now I have some pending friend requests. You can either choose to accept or reject. You can click for conversations when people communicate with you, just like on Facebook. They can do that here. And then for notifications here, you can click here to see all the existing notifications that you have for your particular channel, what's happening, what's going on. So this is a really great tool that you can be able to use to build a social media platform, just like Facebook. It's a great way for you to build something that's high quality, great for you to build something that's cost effective, and all you have to do is just to go on this site, and I'm going to put the link at the bottom of the description so you can check it out. And it's really great for those that want to build a social networking website like Facebook. So we took a look at the front end here, and before I end this video, I want to go over the back end. So this has a front end part. The front end part is what the public sees, what they interact with, and how they sign up for it. But there's also a back end. I want to give you a quick overview for that quickly. So I'm not going to go through all the different settings here, as there are quite a few of them. But this is where you, as the owner, you get to set the parameters. You get to customize things. You go over to settings, activity stream, general. You can be able to decide what features are added on the front end. So let's say that if you don't want to enable the friends, you can come in to disable it. You can do the privacy. You can, you know, choose the adverse stream type, how many you want. You can do that here. You can go over to the video. This is where you configure the layout. You change a lot. So the back end is really meant for the admins to be able to tweak things, to be able to have more control. Let's say that there's a user that's acting up and they created a page that violates the policy. Well, you can come back here and find that page. You can just either just unpublish it or send a message to the user that, listen, you know, you can't do this, and you know. And you can also check on each individual member's information here in terms of their the basic stuff that they filled out when they, you know, create an account. So you get to see, you know, the account information. And if you wanted to, let's say someone is acting up, you wanted to ban someone, you can ban them. So that's something that comes in handy, because with a social site, you're always going to have people that come in and they just want to start spamming, you know, start to some crazy links and, you know, real crazy stuff. So as the admin, you have the ability to be able to come back here and make those changes. Once again, like I said before, this thing has a lot of different settings in there that you need more time to go through, and you know, I'm just going to give you the basics here. But this is where you come, you can change the themes. They have different themes right now. Currently you have this theme, but if you wanted to change that to something else, let's go with this horizon. I'm going to click on the star there, and let's refresh this. So you notice now the color of this is dark, and you can come in with the breeze. So pretty much whatever you want to choose here, or whatever you choose here, that's what's going to show up on the front end for the users to be able to see. And they do have other templates that you can be able to buy to integrate it with this, but it's really something that's awesome to use. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so when more videos like this one come out, you'll be the first person to get access to it.